Hello, welcome to Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm going to be playing through Bendy and the Ink Machine, Bendy and the Dark Revival, and soon to be Bendy 3, all on this channel in a consecutive series, or just a series in general. We're starting with the classic Bendy and the Ink Machine, and, no matter time, I'll slowly work my way towards Bendy 3. This is episode 1. Yeah, let's begin. Alright, sorry. Yeah, what I read was on screen. Apparently it didn't pick up because of, stuff that happens. So, to build it easily, I've played Bendy and the Machine before. I'm playing through the game for a probably third time now. So for me, it's going to be a bit of repetition, but yeah, it's going to be fun. I don't remember everything, right?
Looks like they
Obviously.
knocked out a wall or two after I left. Guess it took a few people to replace me.
This is, gonna be fun. This is chapter 1. We're gonna be playing through a chapter per episode, so that's also gonna be easy to follow through. There's also gonna be a supercut at the end for you to watch the entire series if you feel like watching each episode one by one isn't your, kind of thing. Then you can just watch it the way you want to watch it. Some soup. My main goal is to eat every soup, so I'm gonna look for every soup. And I will not move on an area until I make sure that I've eaten every soup. The soup is cool. I'm gonna need this later, I remember that correctly. Because the ink is what we need. No more soup here, okay. Let's move on to the next area. Hey, Bendy man. Back in my day, there was a man who whistled there. I'm not kidding. I remember the whole whistle. It was a classic.
This lift could use a few dry cells. Let's see what you're hiding down there, old friend.
Say hello to the ink machine. Actually, let's wait for the reveal. Isn't that cool? Isn't that actually such a cool thing, though? Like, the ink machine. Such a massive contraption. I remember when I looked at it the first time, it looked crazy. Like, especially with the redesign. If you remember the old days, at least. But yes, that was the ink machine, and suddenly this gate and door are open. Now, we're going here. Play the story, or the music. Now I'm gonna go in here. Because, as I recall, we can save here as well.
Overtime for this.
Better get overtime. You're not even working here anymore and you're asking for overtime. Come on, man. Soup. We love our soup. These pipes that flow from the ink machine. Soup. Well, that's a plank. Oh, Boris.
Oh my god. Joey, what were you doing?
Bone. Hey, it's a creaky door, man. Alright. minute. Eh, collision moments. So you can open this now. Brings us back here. Put the Bendy ink machine to the right. Right? Yeah, to enable it.
How do I get this?
So we need plush, music, ink, cog, wrench, and book. Hey Bendy,
Here.
how's it going? That's a wrench. Now, if I recall, there is a Meatly in this stage. There should be one in every stage. I just don't really recall where it is in the stage. I'm gonna grab the book. Again, this is inaccessible. If it were accessible, I wonder what, you know, would happen if you go there.
Another day, another dollar.
Let's just find all these things. There's the, you know, music disc. I know it's a record, don't correct me in the comments. I know what it is. I know you were jumping at the spot to try and correct me. Anyway. I don't think these doors are gonna open yet. So we might as well look back over here to get the rest of the stuff, like the ink. Cog is at the ink machine, and we still need a Bendy plushie. Now, I discovered this whilst just exploring the game. There's a little funny little you can look through the wall thing here right here. Bet you didn't know that yet. And if you did, congrats. But yeah, that's a little bit of a bug. A little bit of a glitch. It happens. Some things slip in the game. But that's kind of what happens when you program a lot of stuff. For a game as old as this, you would think they'd fix it at some point. Especially when they've done so many reworks on the maps and stuff. But you know, it happens. We're not gonna complain about the developers. They're working on Bendy 3 and a movie, as I've heard. So there's no need to worry about that stuff. We still need a Bendy plushie. So I'm gonna look everywhere for the Bendy plushie as we work towards our exit. But for you, it will only take a second. Ooh, wait. I didn't see this before.
At this point, I don't get what Joey's plan is for this company. The animations sure aren't being finished on time anymore, and I
Or
simply
soup.
don't see why we need this machine. It's noisy, it's messy, and who needs that much ink anyway? Also, get this. Joey had each one of us donate something from our workstation. We put them on these little pedestals in the break room to help appease the gods, Joey said. Keep things going. I think he's lost his mind. But hey, he writes the checks. But I tell you what, if one more of these pipes burst, I'm out of here.
Really? That was Wally Franks' story. Back to looking for the plushie. And we found it.
Okay, that's all.
Nice. Let's see if there's any more soup here. We got all of the soup so far. Let's head back to the ink machine and finally, or the pedestals, and then activate the ink machine supposedly. Although, knowing this game, it's going to push me to do something else first. Right here.
Now I just need to get the ink flowing somehow. Should be a switch around here somewhere. Then I can start up the main power.
Now, we saw where the Bendy room was. There was a little valve. We're gonna turn the valve. It should help us get where we need to go. Hey, another Bendy moment. Fun. Which proves we're on the right track. A lot of inks flowing. Sure, that doesn't mean anything. Now, are we sure we got all the ink? I feel like we did, unless it's like in one of the bins. But I feel like I got all the ink, so... Pretty soon we'll do this. First we need to go back to the pressure valve, to the thingy. So, we're gonna go through here. Turn right. My sense is a little bit high because I like it on high sense, so I can, you know, flick backwards if needed. Yeah, let's just trigger the switch. Light. Suddenly gamma changed. That's cool. So now that everything's on, right? Let's go over here.
What the heck
Look,
is this?
it's a Meatly, aka the developer of the game. Interesting, isn't it? I'm gonna look around before entering the ink machine just to be sure that I got all the ink. I want to see if it's possible to get the ink, all the ink, in every stage of the game before you complete the game. I think I got all the ink here. This room's now covered in ink, so yeah. It's all gotten. You know what I wonder? You know, we're visiting this company, you know, to just look around. And our immediate thought process, activate the ink machine. Now, something tells me that's a bad idea. You know? Obviously, we can't really escape this place either. You know what's crazy? You can kind of see the line where it will eventually clip, right? If you just look close enough, you can see where it sort of, you know, switches to the trapdoor. So that's cool. Never actually noticed that detail before. Anyway, let's get to the ink machine. Because we're about to go to chapter 2. Or well, not yet. There's a little bit left. Hey, Bendy. You know this funny thing? You don't actually have to run here. You know how I know? Because we would be seeing, like, the chasey particles of Bendy. But we don't, so that's cool. Let's look around. This is natural. Right. I guess he's not happy. Like that this is all unnatural to him. Makes sense. I mean, it feels alive. This ink feels alive. It's weird. I certainly wouldn't want to work in a place where the ink feels alive. Would you? Comment down below and find out. It's like a little Q&A. Now, we want to get to that valve. Make sure we got all the ink, the bacon soup.
This will definitely come in handy.
The creator lied to us. Planks. So I think I got all the soups. We're getting traumatized, oh no. And so we get knocked out. And with that, with chapter 2 starting.
Oh, my head. What happened?
This was episode 1. I hope you had a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next
Well, I
one.
guess there's only one
See
thing
ya.
to do.